We are
live. Welcome back. It's Monday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and this is Monday Cinema Club.
My name is Alice Rahmatullah. For my Chinese fans, 大家好，我叫古丽，欢迎来到我们的电影俱乐部。For my Uyghur fans, yaxshi slap bizning kino klubimizda keginglar qarshi olamiz. Men ismim Bahargul. For everybody, what's up, y'all?
What's up? For everyone I know out there, I'm Dante. How y'all doing? And this is Monday Cinema Club. For the people who join us for the first time, this is our, it's kind of like a book club, but it's our movie club.
Movie club. Basically, we watch a movie ahead of time, and then we discuss the movie in the whole time. So
yes.
We like it, or we don't like it, or what is this movie about? I mean, it's a different perspective. Dante Bosco talks about the American perspective. I will talk about it. Well, actually, I can talk about American perspective now too. Guess what? I'm American.
Yes, also big things happened this week. Alice officially became an American.
Officially became American.
Which is amazing.
But however, you can't forget about your roots. So, well, I've been working in China for since I became adult, so I can talk about a different perspective too, you know. Anyways, this week we're talking.
There's a lot of people saying congrats out there.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yo, what's up? Jenna Slene's in the house. Adam X Mood, what's up? This girl is a vibe. She's a vibe.
I am a vibe.
Will Hammond Jr. What's up?
Junior. B-Way sisters.
B-Way sisters in the house.
Nicole.
Peter Gonzaga says congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Kassam, what's up? Hell Prince Zuko, what's up? Shout out from the Fire Nation. How y'all doing?
Shout out to the Fire Nation.
Calvatrain in the house. Thomas from Arkansas. How you doing, man? So you're American.
Yeah, so I can talk about American perspective
exactly.
Now. What's up, Dante Bosco? You always excluded me, you don't know. You're not from here.
You are from here.
You don't know what's up. You always said that. Now what you gonna say? You know, now what you gonna say?
I'm not gonna say anything because also coinciding with the film, and actually the films that we're gonna be looking at this month, starting with this film, Sophie's Choice, which I'm excited to talk about, which is a heavy movie.
It is heavy movie, Sophie's Choice.
Today is March, and if you have an iPhone, you will see, and I didn't know this, but it's
the first day of Women's History Month.
Women's History Month. So we're going to be celebrating...
Oh, hey, hold on.
Women all month. I mean, it's women leading roles in films.
Women leading roles, powerful roles.
Starting with Sophie's Choice. And
starting with the Sophie's
Choice. The diva, or the queen of... I mean, whatever. I mean, she's like... Meryl Streep is like...
Damn.
She's like the cornerstone of American actors. I mean, especially when you regards to women actors, actresses. It's Meryl Streep.
If you're if you wanna be actress in this town or anywhere.
Nicole says you gotta find some new material since you're now American.
New materials.
Instead of your Uyghur Chinese stuff at the beginning of the thing. Huh. She's gonna be out here saying
Nicole?
The Pledge of Allegiance or something.
Nicole. We'll talk later, okay? Anyways.
No, Women's History Month is every month. I agree with you.
But I mean...
Lacey Keller, how you
doing?
Whoa,
I saw Turkish flags flying around. Salam, salam. Merhaba.
Yes, I concur. Merhaba. Hi, Evelyn Doyle 03. What's up?
Anyways.
Anyhow.
So what we're talking about?
Women's History Month. Celebrating women.
What, do you guys celebrate? I mean, not do you guys. It's the wrong way to put it out. In America, celebrate the March 8th.
What's March 8th?
Oh. Yo, you don't know March 8th?
I'm asking you.
It's a Women's Day, National Women's Day.
Yeah. We're going to celebrate March 8th. And we happen to be a Monday Cinema Club for next week. So we're going to be celebrating it here for sure.
All right, I guess. It's new to you.
Black67 asks, do you know Morocco? I've never been, but I know of Morocco. I mean, Casablanca we should do.
Casablanca, yeah.
We should do Casablanca. That's a great movie.
Wait, I thought we did that movie. Didn't we? No.
No, we didn't do Casablanca.
All right, guess what? March 8th is gonna be
did we?
our
We watched
first
it.
1-year anniversary too
Of Cinema Club?
of Cinema Club. What are you talking about?
Damn. I thought we had an anniversary I missed, and I was like,
What
didn't
anniversary are you
know.
talking about?
Damn.
It's Monday Cinema Club, our 1-year anniversary. It's been a damn, we've been doing this
you guys,
for a
we've
year.
been watching movies all together for years. So
It is
we
a
have
big deal.
VIP guests coming, yes.
Yes, we do have 2.
Who are they? What's their names?
Okay, do you want me to call off the name right now?
Yeah, call their
before
names so they know that
Ramadan?
we're gonna be waiting for them. We're
Okay.
gonna start the invite list with
She's gonna be first.
Artex Atreyu. What's going on? They're with us all the time, and
She's all the time. She's our old friend, and she's gonna be in her first guest.
and then
A
our
second-
last guest,
Last guest is
Juwan
Juwan
Masara,
Masara.
and she's gonna be.
I think this is her first time.
First time calling in. And beyond those 2 VIP guests, which you can always get on VIP guests to guarantee a spot on talking on the show. If you DM Alice early and you watch the film, you have something good you want to say about it, boom.
Yep. Boom, DM me. I make a
And,
reservation.
and the rest of you guys, we can just get to you. And I see people talking about Avatar and the Avatar. I know I saw the announcement for the Avatar universe also, which I'm excited about. I don't have any information about
Is
it
this
yet.
a commercial time?
No, commercial.
Is
Just
this a
talking
commercial
about
time?
all the Avatar fans out there. Shout out to the Avatar. You
Shout out to Avatar.
started watching the Avatar, haven't you?
Just one first episode.
And what did you think so far?
It's great.
What
And
do
I
you-
was rocking around with my Avatar
Aim bag, yeah.
bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you figured out what nation you are yet or no?
Based on my personality, I probably is Fire Nation.
Exactly. Fire Nation forever out there, y'all. Fire Nation.
Personality, but let me watch.
Fire Nation.
Let me watch the film first. Let me watch the show first. I'll decide later.
You're probably a Zula.
Who's Zula?
Yeah, you know
What?
Zula. She doesn't know who Zula is yet. She'll find out.
Oh.
You'll find out.
Is she like me? Fire, spicy.
She's crazy.
Is she pretty?
She's cute. She's pretty.
Wait, what does that mean? Is
No,
she
she's pretty.
You didn't answer that question.
She's
You
pretty.
You just said she's cute. What
She
is
plays
that
my
supposed to mean?
sister. I'm not gonna say anything about. She's a girl who plays my sister, but
Okay, so I'm gonna be your sister.
No, I mean in the show you'll see the character, not the sister
Alright.
part, but just the.
All right. I like that brother-sister relationship.
Okay.
Anyways, okay, let's go back to the movie. Our point. Sophie's choice.
Okay, who wants to talk
All
first?
right.
Before we get people in here, who want to talk first?
You say it first. You say it first. I don't want to be stuck because everyone said Alice is so intense all the time.
This is an intense movie.
It is intense movie. I want to save it.
Let's talk about this film. So I saw this film.
So it was your first time, right?
No, I've seen it years ago, but
Oh.
as an adult, my first time as an adult, I
Oh.
watched it as a kid. It's one of the things we watched in film school and acting class, and of course, with all regards to Meryl Streep and having to see this performance, and she's amazing. But I don't think a lot of things stuck out to me as a kid. I don't think I was into being into a film like this, but watching it now I had such a good time watching, even though it was a heavy film. The beginning part was so fun and light. The characters and young Kevin Kline. Meryl Streep was so young and beautiful.
It is.
And just the time of how Alan J. Pakula directed the film and wrote the film, the screenwriter. But, I mean, Meryl Streep is so good in the film. Of course, she won every award out there, including the Oscar for Best Leading
Best
Actress
Actress.
and the Golden Globe that year, and every other award there was out there. And it's somewhat, I don't want to say it's the beginning of the legend of Meryl Streep, but it's kind of like, the beginning times of her career where she started winning everything, and she became like Tom Brady. You know Tom Brady, how Tom Brady in football's won everything, continues to win. That's Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep's like Tom Brady.
What do you compare to sports?
Because I like sports.
Where's that-
I like movies and I like sports. Can I like both?
The one thing I have no knowledge about, I will admit, which is sports.
Well, you need to work on that.
Why do I have
What
to?
about Avatar?
Why
You have any knowledge about
why do I
Avatar?
have-
You said one thing you have no
Wait,
knowledge about. What
why
about
do I
Avatar?
Why do I have to be good for everything? I'm already good at certain things. I'm just kidding. People's gonna hate me so bad.
Shout out to the homie Martina Jones in the house. Old friend, dear friends, and love to
We're
my
seeing a
homie
lot of
Martina.
Arabic. I can't read Arabic.
Death
but
Becomes Her's are best. Death Becomes Her's a great, funny film. Good Day, Zack Attack. So, the movie was intense. Obviously, for people that haven't watched the movie, Sophie's choice regards to, I think, a lot of different things in the movie, but the actual choices that she makes as a child. I mean,
as a woman,
as a woman in regards to her children during the Holocaust, where she has to choose between children, what child of hers is going to live and what child is going to die, and that seems. I mean, that scene, of course, even as a kid, it burned into my mind.
Yeah, if you're a father.
Yeah. She picked the boy, by the way. She picked the boy.
One son.
She picked the boy, by the way.
And then I'm asking you, what are you gonna do?
I'd have to meet the kids. I'd have to meet the kids and see which one I like. That have a closer bond with.
You have to meet the kids first. You can't say it.
You can't just make a blanket term like I'm gonna do this or that. You gotta choose one, or they're gonna kill both of them. That's the thing. That's how it was set up. Either we're gonna kill both of them, or you choose one of them.
I will kill myself.
You can't kill yourself. You can't. That's not one of the choices.
That's another choice. I can't do it. If I was Sophia's choice, if I was
her name's Sophie.
Sophie.
Her name's Sophie.
All right, Sophie.
Yes.
Anyways, Sophie. If I was a Sophie, I can't put myself in her shoes, of course. But however, if I was her shoes, I will kill myself. I'm not gonna pick.
I know. I mean, I like killing yourself. That's a good choice in this situation. But that wasn't. She didn't have. She got no poison. She's right there in line. She's waiting to go into the camps.
Just take me. Leave the kids.
No, they're gonna kill both the kids. They're like, we're gonna kill both these kids, or you can choose one to survive.
All of us.
That was not part of it.
There's no point to killing your child, and you keep continuing.
She wasn't killing the child. She had to make a decision in the moment.
I know. If I was her on her shoes, I'll suicide.
I mean, not so you could run, and they're gonna shoot you in the back on the way out.
Yeah, that's the better way.
Be like, okay, we're out of here. All of us. You all can go to hell. Let's go. Shoot us if you want. Do you need to?
You gotta know, like, imagine you've been saying that you know you're gonna die in that situation if you're a Jew.
No, she didn't kill her kids, Alpha Wolf Productions. But you
gotta watch the movie. No, she didn't kill them.
The Nazis gave her a decision. Either we're gonna kill both your kids, or you can choose one of your kids to live.
Yes. So I think we're making audience a little bit of a confusion.
Well, the movie is confusing because she has all these not confusing. There's a lot of flashbacks in the movie where she's going, but there's also this really crazy love affair between these three people.
Love affair, 3 people actually.
And Kevin Kline, very young at the time, and he's this very boisterous, flamboyant kind of like character who's brilliant, and he's the kind. I mean, he reminded me growing up in theater school and drama clubs and acting classes, like that guy that's like the most popular dude that everyone knows.
Wants to play that character, right?
But no, he wants to play that character, but he also was that guy in the room. He was like one of the best actors in the room, and charismatic, and could sing and dance and funny and witty and you're like
narcissistic, like
a little
crazy.
narcissistic. But he seemed like a good guy, but you kind of like that guy, hate that guy. You know what I'm saying? But he's a good actor.
He is a great actor.
He was really good. And then what about our other guy what's his name? Stingo, Peter. What's his name?
MacNicol.
MacNicol. He's a very young guy. Plays a guy from
Peter
the South.
MacNicol.
Very tender guy.
Tender, soft, and thick, like Southern, nice, caring, curiosity. He's a cute guy.
I think if the movie was cast and I was around, that would be the part I would probably.
Huh?
Like out of those 2 characters, those 2 guys, you think I'd be the other guy? I guess I could play both guys. I don't know. I feel pretty sensitive though.
Sensitive.
Although I was in an audition this week and they were like,
God.
The character's not as confident as you are, Dante.
Dante.
Can you bring the confidence?
Do you want to talk about who do you audition to?
No, we can't talk. We don't know. It's not really. We can't get in trouble.
All right, fine. We're not going to talk about it.
But they said the character's not as confident as you.
As you are.
I'm sorry, Evan Brickman. I don't mean to ignore your questions. I didn't see them. What's the question?
What happened?
I don't know.
People getting.
I don't know.
Anyways, so should we talk about the movies or?
No, I talked about my side. You talk about your side.
All right. My side, what do you want to know? I'm just kidding.
What'd you think about the dang movie?
All right, the movie is started with the.
What's the name of the movie at first?
Why are you asking me that question?
Because you kept calling it Sophia's Choice, and it's just
Sophie's Choice.
You kept calling her Sophia all week long.
That you wait until the live streaming and until correcting me?
No, I'll correct
you. You didn't say anything all week, the whole week, and you correcting me and while we were live streaming?
Maybe her full name is Sophia. We don't know.
You never know. Sophie's choice. So this movie started with Stingo, his perspective. So we start with that movie, right? And he moved to Brooklyn and find a place and then just...
Zara Arts, too, has a really good question that you would maybe help you talk about it. Zara Arts says, what is the most hard-hitting scene?
Hard-hitting scene. That's the scene. She has to make a decision between two kids.
Yeah.
And then she has to work with... Another hard-hitting scene was, I feel like, she has to work with the German guy. Nazis, and she has to work with so closely and then just act like nothing happened, like help them.
And almost gets raped.
Yes, that's the
But
scene.
also, that's all the flashback scenes of like Nazi Germany and Auschwitz and whatnot. But there's also some hard scenes and heavy scenes, hard-hitting scenes with Kevin Kline and Meryl Streep when they're, because Kevin Kline's this like really boisterous, great guy, right? But then he's like giving them gifts and he's like friends with everybody, and then he'll flip on a dime. The next scene, he's pissed off at everybody. He's causing havoc and so
drama.
And when I was like watching it, it reminded you, if you ever, for people out there that have, family members or been in relationships with people with alcoholism or drug addictions, it's like that's what that feels like. Where you're like walking on eggshells. You don't know if the person's gonna be good today or bad today, and everyone is just, it's like a bipolar, like all this thing's going on. And then you find out later in the movie the issues with that character, but at that moment you don't know
what's going on. Like that's the magic of the movie. Like that's the part I love about this film. Like we don't know what the hell is going on with that guy,
but they end up telling us
so like intense, and like we had the same emotion, ups and downs with the Sophies in the whole movie until the later we learn he's a drug addict
and he has mental health
issues. So it's just
which is, and I don't want to give away everything in the movie, which also by the end of the movie is very heartbreaking.
It's heartbreaking. Well, it's old movie. We should they both die.
Damn, Alice.
That's old movie, and we know we're gonna talk about the movie, and then we tell everyone to just watch the movie.
Yeah, but Martina says, but is suicide the way to escape? No, suicide is not the way to escape. I think we're in a time where there's a lot more ways to help out, and when people at certain times in their life and certain times in our history, we didn't have all the facilities to kind of like help out when you have mental health.
Exactly. At the time, no way.
Drug abuse and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly. I mean, talk about comes back to the movie. Sophia's her whole life, her whole adult life, her whole like past life was like hopeless, disappointment. She was
living up in some rough times. She lived
the rough time, and then she lost two kids, and her life, she's hopeless. And then even though Peter the guy who plays Stingo, he said let's create the beautiful life, kids like in the farm, like let's have a beautiful life.
But she wasn't in love with him.
But even though she doesn't want to,
she was in love with the other guy that's a little more crazy.
Yes, top of that.
At the end of the day.
Top of that, she's hopeless.
Top of what?
Top of the she doesn't love him.
On top of that,
so she's hopeless. She don't talk about the kids with me because this is what happened to me before. I don't want to create another kid. It's heartbreaking for me. So I'm already exhausted. So the creating a kid, creating a family, it's for me, it's like another life. I'm not ready. And plus, I love that. I'm falling in love. I'm in love with Nathan. With Nathan, played by Kevin.
Which is a unhealthy relationship. But sometimes we get stuck in them.
So, yeah, that's another, girls,
guys too, not just
girls, guys, everything, everyone, we just stuck with, we just got addicted with that life.
We've all been in a bad situation.
Relationship. Have you?
Yeah, we've all been in bad situations.
Explain.
I'm not explaining nothing, but we've all been there. it's re-stimulating a little bit when you watch this movie.
Really?
A bad situation you can't get out of.
It is.
So with that, let's bring in our first person.
So hold on.
I'm bringing in. I thought
we were gonna.
Architect Atreyu.
All right, let's talk about the. Talk about the favorite scene.
We're gonna see what Architect Atreyu.
She's gonna say.
What's she saying? Maybe.
But you're not connecting. You're not connecting.
It's supposed to be. I said yes.
No, you didn't say yes.
There she is.
There she is.
What's up? How are you doing?
What's up?
Hi, g'day. How are you?
Doing well. Where are you calling in from again?
I'm at work as always, Missouri.
Missouri. But via Australia, right?
Australia.
Right.
So, were you able to watch this film recently?
Yeah, I was.
Talk to us. What are your favorite scenes or moments, or like how did it strike you?
It was incredible. It's just really weird, you know. Like in the beginning, I didn't really know the plot. I didn't really know what was going on. I was just trying to figure it all out. I thought it was going to be about Stingo and his whole thing, but in the middle, it just immediately went straight to Sophie and just her intense history and everything, and trying to get away from it all was really hard.
Totally.
And just trying to deal with everything, every single choice she's ever made was just so difficult, you know.
Right.
She had a father that was, you know, a sympathizer for the Nazism, and then she, you know, had her children taken away. She was married to a guy who was one of his disciples, his assistants.
Right.
And then she was, you know, she tried to make up an excuse as how she got into the Auschwitz, but at the same time, you know, it turns out that she was, you know, dating this fella who wanted her to translate the Gestapo documents. And
right.
She couldn't do it.
For the resistance while she was there. It's heavy. I mean, you know, sometimes you meet someone, you think one thing, and then you try to dig deeper in their story. You're like, oh, you've been living
another thing.
Another life that I have no clue what you're doing.
It was crazy because she tried to save the children, and in the end, it's having to choose between the children, and then both of them would have died.
Right.
And then she just kind of walked past her son hanging there. That was a little bit heartbreaking.
Yeah, I think this was a lot of heavy stuff in a film, but you know what? Ironically, there were still some like light and funny moments in kind of like romantic moments in the film.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, on top of all our crazy past, there was that love triangle thing going on. And there's a whole story of, you know, being in love with someone that doesn't really love you, that loves you as a friend, but doesn't love you as you're in love with them. And romantic love and what that looks like. And that was really real and really potent in the film also. And heart.
I thought it was really
funny
that. It is
heartbreaking. I mean,
Peter MacNicol was in the film. I've seen him from like movies like Porky's, you know, Dracula Dead and Loving It, you know, Mel Brooks.
Porky's, that was a classic.
You know, you see him in all these like really funny movies, and now suddenly he's in this role where he has to play a serious character. Even though he's funny, he still has to play a serious character. He learns about Nathan's past and everything. He doesn't know what to do. You know, he's just blown away.
And how did you feel about Kevin Kline playing Nathan? How do you feel about that character?
That was really good. I haven't really seen too many of Kevin Kline's movies, at least none that I know, like, immediately know about.
You see A Fish Called Wanda?
At first,
really good Fish Called Wanda.
Yeah, I haven't really watched it. I've only seen snippets of it. Like, I actually thought it was like Robert Downey Jr. or something. Wait a second, who is that fella?
Oh, you know, he
kind of looked like that.
He has that same energy. They have that same vibe and vibrance and like over the top kind of theatrical kind of guys, but likable.
But it makes sense.
Makes sense
to that character.
And good actors. They're like really solid. You know, some people try to do that and they can't fulfill it. Mm-hmm. But these dudes
can't go back and forth.
I think they're those flamboyant, vibrant guys in their real life also. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it really, sometimes you look at what Kevin Kline's doing in this movie or Robert Downey, you're like, that's too much, but not for them. Yeah. For them, it's still truthful.
You know,
and
some
real.
people like try to act like Robert Downey Jr., like the way they act in front of the camera, and then
it's not truthful.
Not truthful because it's not
them.
That's not who they are. Like they pretending, and then they try to be like unique.
But these guys are like the life of the party. Feels like all the time, and like just and they can hold it. It's pretty good.
Because that maybe the way they like. Off camera, on camera, they like always act like that.
Yeah.
So they just acted who they are, you know.
Right. So,
I thought it was really cool, like Meryl Streep's accent. Like, how did
I know
she
how
get into
she
the
did
film
that
playing a
accent. I
Polish
just
person?
realized I'm looking at
That was
the cast.
intense.
and
Look,
she's speaking German through half the
like,
film.
hold on. This
Yeah,
different
I
person.
spreek de Deutsch.
Meryl Streep, Sophia, and then
Meryl Streep is a chameleon. She's like an American, just like, you know, classic
She's not
artifact.
like Robert Downey Jr. playing an Australian, playing an American, playing a black man.
She's phenomenal. I mean, you got to give her
Yeah.
props. She's like so phenomenal. I guess she deserves all the Oscars she wins. She's literally like Tom Brady. She just can't lose.
exactly.
This woman can't lose. That's how good she is.
I mean, when she
it
describing
was-
her like flashback, like her story, and the camera zooms in, like you see her from eyes and from her soul, like you feel
Right.
the pain.
And you know what's crazy? She's so serious of an actress, but a great actress. But as she's gotten older, now we all watch her in her, I guess, mid-60s. I don't know how old she is, but she's gotten funnier and lighter and does all these comedies and does stuff like Mamma Mia or Prom recently, and she's just as good. Or I mean, even her Devil Wears Prada, she's
Right.
phenomenal. Like, I mean,
Wasn't she in the movie Tammy?
what?
Wasn't she in the movie Tammy?
I don't know. I don't know if I saw that one.
Which movie?
Tammy?
With McCarthy woman?
I don't know. I haven't seen that one.
Me neither.
But I would check that out for sure.
Yeah.
But she's phenomenal, and to see her young and doing it is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Sometimes you think you're a good actor, and you're watching
Mhm.
like some really good
So,
actor do their thing, and you're like,
Oh, you're
I don't think I can do that. That's pretty damn good.
I mean,
It's just really hard to figure out which scene of hers was the most memorable, other than, you know, the heartbreaking child one.
Right.
You know,
That's like
having a daughter and having to choose between your daughter and your
your son.
son.
That's just a
incredibly
messy
difficult.
situation. But there's so many memorable scenes in the movie because I think she's that good, and everyone was really that good. They're all in for real. So, like,
yeah. I mean, that story told by the Stingo. So he fell in love with this girl who has a boyfriend, and he curious, and he went deep down and find out there's a lot of World War II situation happening.
But
so.
he put it on the line for her. He put it on the line. They even had sex and slept together, but he
Schizophrenic
broke up
paranoia.
alone.
Mm.
I mean, he thought she's gonna go back with her. She
Yeah.
said, "Okay, I will go back with you into the south and then go to farm, maybe just live there."
Then she decided I can't do it.
I can't have kids with you. I can't marry to you. But like conservative.
And she wasn't in love with him.
Conservative. No, she's willing to do that. But the conservative Stingo, he said, "Well, in the south,
You gotta marry me.
you have to marry me because everyone is so conservative. Like we can't live in the house
Yeah.
without the marriage," which is I totally understand from his perspective because I'm coming from that conservative family. Like you can't live with
Right.
the like boyfriend without any marriage or anything. So like it's that controversy and that soft spot and that complex emotion, but at that night it's the beautiful scene. They just make the love.
And then he woke up alone.
And he wake
Wow.
up alone.
That's always fun.
Thank you for-
Been there a few times.
Thank you for calling in. Always enjoy talking.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Cheers.
Guess have a good one.
Talk to you soon.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye.
Awesome. That's Arterix Atreyu, which another great character from The Neverending Story.
There's
I think you have to hang up because I can't hang up on my side.
Here
There
it
it goes.
is.
And then we're gonna bring people in. If you watch the film, Real WB says Meryl Streep isn't human. I know, I feel you like that.
Meryl Streep.
And if you've seen the film, you want to talk about the film, hashtag
choice.
choice. Hashtag choice.
What is your choice? What are you gonna be?
Sophie's choice. Hashtag
Sophie's
choice. If you want to come in and talk about this film with us, we'd
What
love
is your
to.
favorite scene, Dante Basco? Favorite scene. You feel like, oh my god, when I was directing my film, I shouldn't use this technique or this, that. Have you ever thought about it?
The first person to hit shows, I'm gonna think about that, is our good friend Nicole here.
Oh my god, you just dodged me a question.
I dodged a question.
How are you?
No, I don't know. I think there's several things. I mean, I love a lot of. I do love all the 50s. Nicole,
Hi,
what's
Nicole.
up?
What's
Let's
up?
talk.
Let's talk. Let's talk,
Let's
Nicole.
talk. Sophie's choice. What did you think?
It's interesting watching the movie first. It's like, and then you sort of look back on the references on the book. It's like, so.
I didn't read the book. You read the book?
No.
How's that book, Nicole?
Yeah, it was like interesting because
Was the book more in depth than the movie?
Here's the thing: in the book, it sort of the three characters, Nathan, Stingo, and what's her name, Sophia, have like three separate stories. But when you look at the movie, it sort of you can tell that there's like reference to the Holocaust. You can focus more references.
Okay. In the book, is it written by Stingo? Or no?
Perspective from his
yeah, because he's a writer. No?
I don't know. I just like it's been a while since I read.
Oh, it's been a while. I always thought it didn't happen in the movie, but I thought Stingo as a writer would be writing about Sophie. You know what I'm saying? Because he's writing a book, but his book has nothing to do with whatever they're doing.
Maybe he wrote the book.
I don't know. But you were talking about my favorite scenes. One of my favorite things in the movie is when the threesome are like being able to kind of like become friends, and they like going into old town Brooklyn, New York. They're walking down the Brooklyn Bridge, and the shot of the bridge, and then he does a big toast about you're going to be one of the great writers of your time. And I mean, it's so eloquent the way Kevin Kline's playing that. And you know, as a young artist, you always want that, you know, one of these like artistic types or someone you look up to intellectually, artistically, to like toast you like that, to kind of, you know, I really like that. But then the scene turns and he says you're a piece of shit. Like the next scene, you're like, oh my God, I thought you loved me. Like, well, I actually hate you.
I actually hate you.
That's rough, buddy. That's
very rough.
Very rough.
What is your favorite scene?
What's your favorite scene or character, Nicole?
That's hard to say.
Or memorable. What do you remember? Like, what stands out to you?
Oh, there's that scene where Nathan like sort of tries to steal Stingo's script. And he's like, oh, he's trying to distract him, and he takes the script and like sends Sophie to distract him, take him to the movies. I was like laughing.
Yeah, he's like a swashbuckler. He was
if the person did to me like reading my diary or my script, like just take away, I will get pissed.
Yeah, but he also has like a swashbuckling, like Errol Flynn kind of like Robin Hood, Peter Pan thing about him. You know what I'm saying? He's like lasting, funny, no, I'm gonna read it. Then he says you're great.
No, and then when he, bam.
But then when he comes back later and is like, I'm gonna throw everything away in this house and break shit, and take the watch, and then he would also just say the worst things to people. That's what I hate about people I know that are friends that like or family, that when they fight, they don't even fight with like, they fight unfair. Even with family and friends, like they'll say the worst thing
because they know your soft spot.
I know, but that's what his character would do.
Your weakness.
That's the worst. It's like they will say something that will hurt you the most. Like, why would you even go there and say the worst things in the world? Cut straight to the jugular. Those are people you can't be friends with. It's too much drama in life. I can't do it.
What about families?
Family, I don't really return those phone calls that much or texts. I got love for you, but guess what? I ain't got time for you to be on some stuff where you're going to have to say the worst things to me. And I don't even know if you believe it to be true. You just want to say it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Nicole's like, what you talking about?
I loved him but hated him. Any other thoughts, Nicole? Any other thoughts on the movie? We always love that you watch these movies. It's so impressive.
I know.
Well, I never watched that much movie when I was younger, so it was like interesting to watch them.
So you're catching up. You're watching old ass movies, movies that are older than you, Nicole. You're like getting some knowledge in your head before your time.
I really want to record Nicole's like while watching a movie. That's like, damn, what
Nicole's like, what are we watching? What the heck?
What else? And don't they tell me to watch?
Well, we'll give you a jump start for next week because it is Woman History Month. And so next week is a big female film called Thelma and Louise.
My favorite film.
Have you ever seen Thelma and Louise?
Thelma, Louise.
Get ready for Thelma and Louise.
Probably.
Get ready for Thelma.
It's a great.
Most likely forgot about it.
Check it out. Thelma and Louise starring Gina Davis and Susan Sarandon.
Susan Sarandon.
Yes. So look out for that next week.
Okay.
Thank you, Nicole. Pleasure as always, Nicole.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Nicole.
Nicole. So, everyone else, if anyone else wants to come and talk and see the film, please put #choice.
#choice, yes.
#choice.
Yes.
You're going to have to hang up on us, Nicole, because we can't hang up on this updated thing. They won't let us hang up on you for some reason.
Okay, I'll do it.
You got to hang up on us.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Nicole.
Yeah, I can't hang up on other people.
I like how you say hashtag.
Hashtag. We used to call it pound choice.
Wow.
All right, we got the
All right,
next
let's talk
pound
about
coming
it.
in.
Let's talk about Sophie's choice.
It's
Sophie's. I remember your
Denise.
sister.
Look like Denise is coming in. Look, Denise is coming
Your
in.
sister-in-law, she did the Sophie's choice too. Like
Yeah.
her
Whoa,
grandmother. Oh,
hey,
Wow.
hey, Denise in the house.
I was actually late to this thing because I was finishing watching up the movie.
Oh wow!
Oh my God.
So it's fresh from the dome. I've seen this movie before.
It is in here. No, I have not seen this movie before. It was
You've heard about it, obviously.
it was my heart is just squozen and smashed on the floor with all of that.
This is a heavy one. Did you know what it was even about going into it?
I did. I didn't realize how into it would go though. As a kid, I always really loved, for some reason, World War II history. I live in Virginia, which is not too far from DC, and we always used to go to the Holocaust Museum. It's just seeing it in is just so crazy to me. I don't know.
I know. It's crazy time. My grandfather fought in World War II, and so we're connected.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's a World War II veteran.
These are the situation we saw those scenes, like what Sophie's experienced. I mean, these are the things that's still happening in some
It's still happening in the world.
That's what I'm saying. Which is even scarier. It's to see it is just this is happening. Cool.
I
Sweet.
hate that we do this to each other. It's like, what's wrong with us?
Humans are not the mammals. Humans are predators.
Oh, humans are the worst species.
Worst predators.
The worst.
I don't know. You know, someone said we were watching something recently and it said a person is smart, but people can be dumb. When we get into the group, if you get individual conversations, that person's gonna be smart and do this thing. But when you get to the mass group of people doing something, a lot of times we go down the wrong roads, and the people
they can just be super disgusting, man. Just some of the choices that people make.
Yeah,
not
putting
Sophie's
on one
choice.
group or the other group. You know what I'm saying? It's not just these guys. It's all of us in humanity. We all have it in us to do some of the worst stuff to each other.
Exactly. If you look back our history, World War I, from World War II until right now, it's nothing changed. We had a few improvements, changes, all kinds, but our human nature, our nature didn't change it that fast as it's supposed to be. We're still predators, we're still hunters, we still hunt, we still do really, really rough things.
But you want to do some things. Sometimes you're just doing stuff to. I mean, that's the whole leverage thing. That's the whole thing, the patriarchy, or however you want to look at it. Systemic racism. If you can enforce pain upon another group, a lot of times you do. And it's why are we doing It's horrible. But regardless, let's get back to the movie.
I mean, we can also use kindness, too. I mean, humans have an intense, way of spinning that around and showing kindness to other people. And sometimes it surprises you. And that's, the one thing that keeps me hopeful in this humanitarian world is just
I hope. I like hope too. But what about the movie it starts in a whole different thing. It starts in this 50s kind of interesting world, kind of Pink House, okay, what's going on here?
By the way, I love Kevin Kline. I love Meryl Streep in this. They were absolutely bonkers insane acting. This is prime time. And Peter Nichols, who I know from Ally McBeal, it was so nice to see him so young and playing such a good role. with all of this. It was just a really great movie, and yeah, this movie
Infinitely
definitely
watchable. Their performances had them infinitely watchable.
Yeah.
So many good things going on. It just looked like I want to watch these people do stuff all day until it turns bad. Even when it turns bad, you don't want to watch it, but you want to see it, but it's very uncomfortable.
I was wondering, why the director choose to tell the story on Peter's perspective, Stingo's perspective.
He's a writer.
I mean, that's the one reason. If you look back,
Yeah, but why didn't you tell it?
Why didn't you tell
Right.
the story Sophie's perspective? Why didn't you tell the story on Ethan's perspective? Nathan's perspective.
Well, Nathan
Who's Ethan, Alex?
it is.
Yeah, it's so clever decision. Just tell from the third person's perspective.
Right, but I always think whenever there's a writer in the script, that's his perspective.
it's always going to go to right. I liked what Nicole was saying, that in the book it's all three perspectives. I wonder how that is to read and stuff.
Yeah, I would love to read that.
But Kevin Kline was really, really super charismatic in this, and it was hard to hate him, but I loved to hate him.
Yeah, because he would do stuff he was not playing fair as a friend. Like,
no,
what are you doing? You're gonna gas us up and then gaslight us for the next 2 days. It's like those are the friends in your life where you're like, your other friends are like, you gotta cut that friend out.
just immediately.
Because that friend is killing you.
If I know any of my friend dating guys like that, I'd be like, no.
Or girls like that.
Girls
could do that too.
True.
I'm talking about the girl, my girlfriend. Guys,
I'm just
you
being
guys
equal.
can do whatever.
I'm just being equal.
I know they're equal, but I mean,
The first and second part of the movie are very different tones, though. I can definitely feel it. The beginning is a lot more kind of, just getting to know these friends.
It's like
yeah.
an Americana,
100%.
It feels good, a splash of Americana thing going on, and then they're like, let's make a left and show you.
Yep.
Right.
Some real fucked up shit.
Them
I'm so
at the
sorry.
fair,
Didn't mean
them
to.
at the fair is like some just beautiful, fun, great. Yeah, it's great.
yeah.
And then juxtapose that with her walking around nearly bald at the concentration camp.
She
what
looked so
the-
different. I was
Oh
not
my
expecting her to look
God.
that
That's
different.
what I'm saying. Is that a two different actor?
Oh no, dude, that's
Two
Meryl.
different actors.
It feels
No.
like no, it's the same actor.
That's all
But
Meryl.
the way
dude.
they IMDb Pro, they give IMDb credit. If you look at the two different actor, guys, you guys have to check it out.
No.
Yes.
Oh, no, but that's wrong. I think.
It's
Tell me that right now. No way.
Rita Corrine.
No.
Line.
No.
Karen,
That's,
Polish actress.
that's not her.
That's not Mary's.
Meryl Streep.
That's not Meryl Streep.
No, but that's her. That's her. That's her.
Yeah, it's for sure Meryl.
That's that's
no way it's not.
Picture. They got the wrong pictures on there.
All right. You guys are
Confusing me.
confused.
Damn, I thought there was Mandela
Yeah.
effect here. Was there Mandela
Mandela
effect? up
effect?
here?
What's going on here?
I was like, I'm
Damn it.
positive that's
I'm
Meryl.
so
Like,
innocent.
no
Don't
doubt.
treat me like this.
I thought it was Mandela effect for a second.
What?
So those are is she how she can speak German,
She probably worked real hard at it.
Polish, and with the accent?
She probably worked really hard and has a good ear for accents.
Her accent was incredible. Like, for all the accents that she did, she's an incredible actress, man.
I know she got that thing, just believe. She's one of them actresses where you just kind of believe that's who she is.
Who she is, yes.
Which
100%.
I could dig that. I'm not that kind of actor.
You know.
What are you talking about, Dante?
We
What?
believe you. We believe you if you play
I think
You.
sometimes people will believe either am I that character or is that character Dante.
Right.
But
You
this
really gotta-
is
you really
no
gotta sell
Meryl
it,
Streep.
man.
I don't know who Meryl Streep is. This is just Sophie up in a bad situation in America.
Bad situation in America.
It was a fantastic movie, though. Like, honestly, I really enjoyed it. It was heavy, but I braced myself for it, and you gotta watch those things, man.
You gotta watch it. This is like a staple in filmmaking. It's like every great filmmaker will know about Sophie's Choice. There will come a time in your
It's so true.
or your filmmaking that there's going to be,
especially if you want to be actors.
Well, the thing is, as actors, we're always talking about
Character.
high stakes, like how you
Oh,
make
yeah.
high stakes. What's the highest stakes you could choose for yourself? And it goes to like nothing higher stakes than Sophie's Choice. Sophie's Choice, there's the highest stakes. You can imagine going.
I can't.
I have a different perspective.
What are you gonna do? That's she's saying. What would you do? What child do you choose, Denise? What child do you choose?
Oh, obviously the one in my hand. So then, no, I'm just kidding. No, you can't.
No, not the one in her hand. The one in her hand, she gave up and she chose the guy.
I was blown.
And
I don't
when
know.
you hear that baby girl, she's screaming.
I know, I can't imagine. And you know stuff like that went down. And stuff like that went down today
my bones
in parts
just
of the
break.
world.
Exactly. These are the stuff happening in parts of the world.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to.
I know.
Don't go deep down that rabbit hole right now.
Okay.
Let's talk about that.
I'm glad you guys are watching Thelma and Louise next week, though. That's definitely a gem.
Do you know that movie?
Oh yeah, it's a classic Susan Sarandon, classic Gina Davis. Like
I watched it like 3 times.
Yeah, it is definitely one of the best for sure.
It is
fun.
It is
adventure.
Women's History Month.
Women's History Month. So
those are strong women.
Those are strong women. We should find a historical woman in history movie to watch. Also, Denise, a historical woman.
Hidden Figures is a good one, and
yeah.
those are African American women too.
Those are good. Those are
They made it a modern film. Is it a recent film?
Yeah.
I was nominated for an Oscar a few years ago.
For sure.
But Denise, always a pleasure. They love you in the chat.
Thank you guys so much. Yeah, I know. I got the B-Way sisters and Mary and I can never remember her name, but she went first. Ardex. Yeah, she's the bomb.com. So much loves to you guys, and
thank you so much.
All that. And also Alice, congratulations on becoming a citizen.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
I'm so super proud of you. So
means a lot to me.
Good stuff. All right.
Around with the American flag all day one day. American flag all day. Every restaurant. She's like, what's up with that American flag? Hey, 4th of July. She's like, American today.
On behalf of all Americans, we're sorry.
I can tell like people just like watch it. Is that a 4th of July? No. What's the personal?
Y'all crack me up, dude. Thank you guys again. Love you guys a whole bunch. Bye.
Bye.
So awesome. Denise is great. Let's get another person in here before we get our final VIP member. So hashtag choice right now. Hashtag choice.
If you watch the film, please talk to us. Please share your experience with us. We would love to hear. And
let's see. Yeah. And I see people are asking a lot about Avatar Studio. I don't know anything about it yet. I mean, I know it got announced, so I can't wait to see what comes of it. And Mike and Brian always have my support, so hopefully sooner or later I'll pop up somewhere in the stuff they're doing.
Yep.
Here we go. Choice comes in. Punk rock slash. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on over there.
Let's see. Punk rock slash NB agency beanie. Oh, punk rock slash and beanie agent.
Decline. He declined.
I wanted to talk to
you just break our heart.
Okay, and it's a hashtag choice Larkin.
Damn, you just break
Larkin
our
Holly's
heart.
back. Larkin Holly's the next choice we see in the list. Holly Larkin from Denver.
Oh, there we go.
Holly, how you doing?
Hi.
I'm good.
How's life? Were you able to see Sophie's Choice?
Not the full movie, but I did see one scene.
Okay, what scene did you see?
One scene.
The scene where she had to give up one of her children.
And how did you feel about that scene?
Oh, that's so rough. I couldn't imagine.
What are you gonna do if you were her?
Take me instead.
Exactly, that's what I said.
They're not taking her instead. That guy wanted to.
I would never choose between my son or my daughter. Just no.
I know.
Dante secretly told me he's gonna choose his son.
I never said that. I said I have to. I wouldn't mean to choose the son off the bat. I have to get to know these kids.
You have to get to know their intellectual.
I might like maybe
smart?
I'm cooler with the daughter than the son. I'm like, damn kid, I'm sorry, but
Oh my.
Daddy's little girl.
Oh my God.
I'm just playing.
Honestly, I'm the same way with my dad. So
see, maybe your dad choose you. The other horrible thing about it is the Nazi guard or general, he was going to rape her or was trying to bed her, and then she refused him. And then out of whatever ego or spite, he's like, oh, now we're gonna kill your kids.
Yeah,
But only one of them.
exactly. So while you're watching this film, like you don't realize you can get into this politics, history, World War II situation because it's based on this like title. You just like feel like, oh, this is maybe just a romance between this.
Yeah, you think she's gonna choose between
friends.
these guys? But then
Guys,
it's like, no,
between these
dude.
two guys, and choose.
Although she chooses,
But he did choose. She
does choose between two guys.
She does choose this between the two guys, but at the same time, you just had a history like flash out like quick history class.
And
Like,
one of the choices led to death.
what's happened to what
All her
happened
choices
World War
lead to
II,
death.
even though that those Germans, Poland's at that time, like their choices, like facing to Nazis, like what should we do as a country? Let's kick out all the Jews from our territory and then just save our
But she wasn't even
our
Jewish, she was
countries.
Catholic.
I know. I'm talking about the history when
I
the
know.
Poland's made
It's
that decision.
It's a very intense film.
A country they choose. They have the choice to make. As a couple, as a person, individual person, you're experiencing that World War II experience. You have to choose to. And now in the modern day, you have to choose modern relationship, like beautiful combination.
A lot.
It's
intense.
a lot of choosing.
So Holly, you need to go
situation.
back and experience it. There's a lot of layers to experience.
I would have, but I started work, so it's like my schedule.
Yeah, no, in time.
Oh, you started. You got a job.
What job?
Yeah,
what's your job?
finally.
What job did you get?
Adventure Pet. It's a boarding place for dogs.
Oh wow!
Oh my God.
Awesome. Dog lover.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And it's so funny. My schedule is Saturday through Monday, so I haven't been able to do Monday Cinema Club because of my work schedule.
Well, I'm glad you're able to
I'm
pop
glad
in and
you
say
just
hi
popped
to us
and
today.
Say hi to us. It means a lot to us.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you, Holly, for popping in. Good luck on the new job.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Much
Thank
love
you.
to dogs too. I love dog.
Yeah.
People,
Sure,
congratulations.
Oh, thank
Awesome.
you.
You're gonna have to hang up on us, and then we're gonna bring in the last VIP guest.
Okay.
You
Talk to you
were-
soon.
Bye.
Bye.
And who's our last guest? I'm gonna find him right now.
All right. There's our last guest.
Is Juan.
Juan. No, W-E-N. Underline.
Masera?
Yep.
All right.
That's it.
Juan Masera.
Let's talk to her.
All right.
Ah,
Juan Masera, how
hi.
you? What's your name? What's your name?
What is your real name?
My name is Juan
Juan, nice to meet you. Where
Nice
you
to
calling
meet
in
you,
from?
Juan.
from Ireland.
From Ireland.
Damn!
Oh, wow.
Shout out to Ireland,
Shout out to
yeah.
Ireland.
International.
We talking Dublin? Or we talking somewhere else?
We're talking a quiet town down south of Dublin.
Well, shout out to
Nice.
Ireland.
I love we have international audience. That makes me so excited.
I love it. Okay, well, let's talk about
Let's
the
talk about
movie. Were you able to see it?
Yeah, I did see it today, actually.
And first time seeing it?
Yes, first time.
All right, talk
Talk to us. Tell us what you felt about the movie and or anything that stood out to you.
When I first watched it, I was intrigued by the at first it was chilled. It was easy, it was funny, there was humor, and there was a young writer, so it kind of looked like an American Dream kind of a movie.
Right.
Slowly into it, there's this couple fighting. A few scenes later, they're best of friends. Further in it, there's Holocaust and Nathan's brother telling Stingo that he's sick, mentally.
mental health.
Yes, mental health, and it was really intriguing. It was a really good movie.
And how about the moment where you find out about her choice she had to make with her children?
It was very hard to watch, honestly. I don't have any kids, so watching that and having to put myself in her shoes was
unimaginable.
It was very hard. Like who would say that if not a human being at all? Having to choose your kids?
I know.
No.
It's probably one of the worst situations anyone could put someone else in. And it's really brilliantly and beautifully done in the thing and heart-wrenching.
It is.
Yeah.
People in the chat are loving your accent. You're from Ireland, but are you originally from somewhere else? Because you don't have an Irish accent.
I'm not from Ireland. I'm from Botswana. It's in Africa.
Oh, wow. What part of Africa?
Yeah, I just recently moved here.
Okay. What part of Africa? What is it?
Hello?
West Africa? Or is it, what part of Africa is that?
Northern Africa. Botswana, it's right above South Africa.
Right above South Africa. Awesome. And then how long have you been in Ireland now?
4 months.
Oh, wow. Are you working there?
Working? What made you to move there?
I'm a student in the IT Carlo, so good choice.
Oh, wow. Well,
I'm so happy for him. So nice. It's like people like moving from different country and then just pursuing their dreams.
She just became American this last week, so she's been on a
Congratulations, Alice. Happy.
Thank you.
She's been on an international journey. She's one of, I think the people that travel, we're all like in the same community of travelers that
we're all international.
Yeah, like we're from countries and we may love the countries we're from, but I think the more you travel, the more you feel a part of a community that's like
beautiful
of the world.
Like
borderless. A borderless world for us.
Borderless world.
I once heard a quote saying, "No matter wherever you go in the world, the sky is always blue."
Exactly. Oh my God, what a beautiful sentence.
Sean,
exactly.
That's so beautiful.
Exactly. We're facing to one sky. We're facing to one sun, one moon.
It's
It's
true.
one earth.
Well, it's awesome. And I've never been to Africa, so I hope to get to Africa someday.
Well, I was about to go to South Africa for my travel show before COVID.
I know, but when it
Before COVID, I wouldn't recommend going now, though.
What'd you say?
I'd say you should go after the COVID because going now, you don't see places.
Oh, yeah. Everything. Okay.
I mean, all parts of country like that, too.
Well, Juan, thank you so much for calling in. It's such a pleasure. Good luck with your adventure in Ireland.
Thank you.
Thank
you so much.
Hope you have the time of your life out there.
Thank you.
All right. Cheers. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
So there's some great
questions.
Was a question punk rock? Detailed question. Will it come up there first? I can't see it. I don't know.
Where's the question go?
It doesn't show. I
click
can't read
it.
It says doesn't come up. It's too many words.
Okay.
But it says, would you
guys wanted to do a Monday Cinema Club on Mask of the
Phantom?
Phantasm. The style of this 1983 nor
perhaps, yeah.
Perhaps, maybe.
Perhaps.
Yeah, we should do that. We also want to do animated films too, like classic animated film, which is we never done it.
Right.
Yeah.
So we have more things to do, but we'll see you guys next week. Thank you guys for joining us for Monday Cinema Club. I don't even see
what happened to the people.
I don't even see the comments anymore. We don't know what's happening with this thing right now.
What happened?
Anyhow, we'll see.
Are we still in live?
I think we are. Yeah, there's still people coming in.
Okay.
There
Here
it is. Oh, there it is. Hold on a second. We don't know what's going on.
Oh
but
my God.
The app is acting all strange. But it's been a great week. Sophie's Choice. Next week, Thelma and Louise.
Thelma and Louise, which is one of my favorite films also.
And we'll see you guys next week.
I hope you guys enjoy it. See you guys next week. We had a good time. And I'm American!
And she's American. So shout out to you guys. Mad love. Have a great week. I'll see you guys next week.
Have a great week. Bye, guys.
Bye.